This video is sponsored by Squarespace. From websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, build your online presence with Squarespace.
Hey everyone, Ace of Clay here. Welcome back to my channel. But if you're new here, I'm a sculptor and every week I make a new sculpture, so be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos. This week I did a poll in the community tab asking all of you if you wanted to see me do another fan art sculpture or if you wanted me to come up with an original character, and the overwhelming majority of you said original character, and that's exactly what I'm giving you today. So this character that I came up with, I've named the Ice Cream Man, and going into this project, I kind of had the mindset of creating a character from the video game Little Nightmares, making up my own little nightmare, like the teacher, the thin man, the janitor, all those creepy guys from the game, and I thought, let me make a character that would fit right in with all of them. So I kind of started with that concept, and then it just sort of evolved into something that's completely mine, and I'm really excited to share it with you. This guy is really creepy, probably the creepiest thing I've made on this channel. I think he is my favorite sculpture that I've ever made on YouTube, and that's saying a lot because I really don't say that too often. And just to give you a little bit of background, I did write a full story on this guy, so I will be telling you more of that once we get into the video, but just to give you a little summary, he is the guy that you hire to clean up your murder scenes and stuff. So he cleans up the bodies, he cleans up the scene, and then he puts everything into his ice cream truck, which is refrigerated, so it keeps it nice and fresh before he disposes of it. So he's just this really weird guy that you don't really ever see. He just kind of works behind the scenes. I don't know if he's dangerous or not, I haven't decided yet, but for the most part, I just know that he sort of helps criminals get away with their crimes. So there's a little quick synopsis for all of you before we get into the sculpting process. And with all that said, if you want to see me bring this creepy original character to life, then let's get started after you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Ace of Clay. Now let's get started. Alright, let's get started. I've got my wooden base here with my holes drilled for the armature. I've got my armature wire in 3 different gauges, and then we're going to start shaping out the legs and torso. I want this guy to be really tall and skinny, and I want his legs to be pretty close together, which is why I've got him like this. So let's see what happens. And then as always, all of the materials and tools that I use in this video are listed in the description box below, along with my affiliate links if you want to purchase anything. Alright, there we go. We got the shoulders and the legs. That looks pretty good. Now let's go ahead and attach the arms with another piece of wire. I'm gonna give myself some extra slack because I think I want his arms to be really long. Got his body figured out for the most part. Let's go ahead and bulk out the torso with some Super Sculpey Ultralight. Now I'm just gonna add some bacon bond to the wire before I add the ultralight, just so it seals off the clay and I don't have to worry about any air getting inside and causing cracks later down the road. I don't do this all the time, but I'm just feeling extra cautious today for some reason. Alright, there we go. Our armature is ready to go. I'm gonna stick this in the oven, bake it, and then come back and start adding our clay. Be right back. Alright, for the body, I'm going to be using Super Sculpey Original. Right, now I'm gonna add the top of the pants. They'll come up pretty high, and then add some more wrinkles there, and then we'll start the shirt. I don't know if I want him to have a long sleeve or a short sleeve shirt yet. We'll just have to see what happens. And for pants this big up here, where does the fly go? Does it go down here? Does it go up there? Is it as big as the whole front piece? I don't know. I guess it's gonna go at the top here. So I'm gonna put a little button here, but I'm gonna make it a tiny little skull. Does that look weird? The fly up there? I don't know what to do about that. Let me see. I know tuxedo pants are supposed to pull up really high. So let's see. Okay, so there is a line that goes down the whole thing. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add some wrinkles to the shirt. Get that nice and detailed, and then we're going to move on to the suspenders. Now, before I go any further on these wrinkles, I want to put a little neck on him. Alright, now while I'm doing that and finishing up his torso, let's talk a little bit about who this guy is. The Ice Cream Man is a humanoid mutant from an unknown alternate dimension. He appears as a tall, lanky man dressed in a retro ice cream worker uniform that includes a button-up shirt, black pants, and a red bow tie and suspenders. He has a wide, crooked grin and deep-set, glaring eyes with no pupils or irises. The Ice Cream Man's purpose is to help murderers get away with their crimes so they never get caught. He has 2 long fingers on each hand, which act like tongs that he uses to pick up evidence. Once he's gathered everything and cleared the crime scene, he stores bodies and other pieces in the freezer of the rusty, run-down ice cream truck he drives, hence his name. He has never been caught, and if he's ever spotted, it's only for a split second as he disappears out of sight and into darkness, leaving onlookers confused and unsure of what they saw. More information on the Ice Cream Man in the second half of the video. Alright, this looks pretty good. Can't complain. I'm gonna go ahead and brush the surface with clay softener to remove those fingerprints, and then we'll get him ready to bake. And then when I work on the arms, I don't have to worry about smashing all this stuff that I already finished. Alright, time to bake. Alright, now that our guy is completely baked and cooled down, let's start the arms. I want these to be nice and skinny too, just like the legs. Gonna make them a little longer than they should be, and then I want to give him really long, skinny fingers. Alright, now that I've got clay on both of the arms, let's go ahead and add some texture to them. And then I also can see that I forgot to put the buttons on here, so we're gonna have to figure that out too. Let's actually do that first. I can't believe I forgot that. Alright, now for the next part, we're going to do his hands, and I want these hands to just be like claws with 2 really, really long fingers on them. Alright, now before we continue, let's talk a little bit about the sponsor of today's video. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Whether you're just getting started or you're an established brand, the Squarespace commerce platform supports the way you do business. Whether you're looking to sell products directly or even bill for your services, they've got you covered. Personally, I love Squarespace for their portfolios and galleries. The portfolios are so professional and so beautifully designed that I know they're going to show my work in its best light. And I really love the customizable galleries that I can even password protect for clients. One of my favorite Squarespace features is my ability to sync my social media content content to my homepage or really any page of my website. So if all of this sounds good to you, head on over to squarespace.com, start a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch your website, go to squarespace.com/aceofclay and save 10% on your first website or domain. Thanks again, Squarespace, for sponsoring this video. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Alright, now that that other hand is looking pretty good, let's move on to the sleeves, and then we'll start texturing the forearm here. Alright, the body is looking pretty good. It's time to start the head. Eyes will go like right here. Very wide set eyes I want him to have, and I want them to be pretty high up on the face. I'm already gonna start figuring out the mouth because it's gonna be really big. Alright, now that the other ear is done, I'm going to go ahead and just refine things a little bit more, maybe add some texture to that nose, and then we'll pre-bake him, or we'll attach the head to the body, then we'll bake him, and then we'll come back, do the hair, and give him his little ice cream man hat. Alright, now that our dude is baked and completely cooled down, let's do his hair. I'm really liking how this guy looks. I can't wait to paint him. Alright, for his hair, I think I just want to do like a little, like, 2 little tufts sticking out underneath a paper hat. So and the ice cream man is baked and completely cooled down. He's ready for paint. I'm really excited to paint this guy. I really like how he turned out. I love his face, I love his teeth, and I can't wait to see him finished. So let's get started. All the paints that I'm using in this video are Folk Art brand matte acrylics. And they're all right here. What a nice assortment. Alright, now that that base coat's on, I'm going to go in with a darker skin color wash, and we're going to get into all those little nooks and crannies, and then after that, we're going to add some highlights, and then we'll start painting the more refined details like the eyes, and then maybe some shading here and there on the face, and then of course these big teeth. Actually, what I want to do is I want to paint all the crevices in between the teeth first, and then I'll go back and put that nice rotting tooth color on top of it. So yeah, crevices first, then top layer.
Alright, now while we finish painting this guy, let's talk a little more about him. It's believed that the ice cream man is responsible for hundreds of unsolved crimes, if not thousands. What makes him especially interesting is that nobody ever calls to hire him. In fact, there's no way to contact him. He just knows when something's happened, and he arrives as soon as all the living people have left the scene. The ice cream man possesses multi-location abilities, allowing him to be in more than one place at a time. This lets him clear more crime scenes. It is unclear why he does what he does or what benefit he gets from it, as he is not a cannibal. He doesn't keep any of the items he collects, and he doesn't appear to work for anyone, or so we think. The ice cream man's origins and purpose are shrouded in mystery.
And he's done! My character, the Ice Cream Man, is complete. Let me know what you think of him in the comments. Alright, like I said in the intro of this video, he is, I think, officially my favorite sculpture that I've made for YouTube so far. I just love how he looks. He's the creepiest thing, or one of the creepiest things I think I've ever made. And I just think he's great. Like, I like the story behind his fingers. I like how he's just this creepy weirdo that just works behind the scenes. You don't really see him at all. He's very quiet, drives a creepy old ice cream truck around, and I don't know, I really like him. I think he fits into the game Little Nightmares for sure, but I kind of like the idea of coming up with my own universe of monsters and characters that don't already exist. I know I have the Monsterverse from my earlier YouTube days, like the Bride of Frankenstein and Dracula and all that, but I was thinking of coming up with like a series of like mutants, like this guy, and then just have different characters and variations of them. I don't know. Let me know if that sounds interesting to you at all, or if you want to see me make something else, let me know that too. So, as always, thank you so much for watching and being here. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and then follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Ace of Clay. I'm also on TikTok, so check me out there, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.